I'm going to sound negative because, to be honest, I expected a lot more from this movie. First of all, the dialogue was unusually poor. The beginning felt like an introduction, which might be necessary for first time Mission Impossible viewers, though quite repetitive for those who have seen Dead Reckoning. The flashbacks and flash forwards to explain the story was a lazy choice, in my opinion, and it was one of the big negatives in this film. The whole story is constantly being explained, leaving no room for mystery, some intrigue, or some unpredictable moments. Actually, it becomes almost annoying because the dialogue is just sloppy, leaving very little for the actors to work with. Fortunately, some momentum is gained as the movie progresses, mainly from the stunts, which are absolutely incredible. And let's be honest, you probably won't find anything that comes close in any other type of media. Though this momentum doesn't last long because of all the explaining again and the bad guys seeming to be there only for show. What I'm trying to say is that, yes, the action sequences are obviously the main selling point of MI, but not the only one. An interesting story that keeps its viewers guessing is what separates an okay MI from a great MI. I don't know, maybe they messed up the editing. I think the writing was a problem. The whole thing seemed rushed. The good. There are two standout action set pieces here, masterfully shot, expertly choreographed, and absolutely worth the price of admission on their own. When Mission Impossible leans into what it does best, practical stunts and high-octane tension, it soars. Tom Cruise once again gives it everything, backed by a stacked A-list cast that brings gravitas and charm to the chaos. The bad. Unfortunately, the film struggles under the weight of its own ambition. It's long, bloated, and paced like a slog. The exposition dumps are painful, overwritten, unnecessarily complex, and made worse by clunky dialogue that bounces awkwardly between multiple characters and locations mid-scene. It kills momentum and disengages the viewer. The villain is a caricature with little dramatic weight, and despite the runtime, there are surprisingly few action sequences compared to earlier entries. Instead, we get manufactured drama and overwrought tension that never really pays off. The verdict: this is still an entertaining ride, but one unlikely to earn many repeat viewings. Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout remain the high watermark of the series. While Final Reckoning lands a jaw-dropping finale, the first half is too bogged down to call this a great send-off. A fitting end to an epic run, just not the ending it deserved.